Central Yeah, man. So big shout out to him. Hey, what's going on, man? It's your boy Rizzity, Rizzity, and don't forget the Y. As you know, it's been why? Why ask why? Hey, man, how y'all doing this Wednesday, man? So I'm in the building with some special guests in the house, man. But before I get to that, we're about to get to the people that you normally see on this thing. To the left of me, I got my man Agent Zero.
What's up, y'all? What's up, AZ?
Back and then, back in the house. Where were you at?
Out of the house.
He out the house right now. And then to the left of him, man, you got none other than your boy Mike Nin.
Yo, what's going on, man? I love the way how we turn it on. You see, before we get on the camera, how we're just like, yeah, we just good. We're doing right. We're like, hey, yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Mike Nin coming in live on the rec. Holla at your boy. What up, David? How you doing, man?
And man, it's just in case people, if you ain't looking at us, you hearing us.
I heard that, man, but I'm doing great.
Shout out to Black Magic behind the screen scenes over there. What's up?
Damn, you gonna mess up my intro. I was on my way that way.
All right, go for it, man.
And then to the left of him, while I was rudely interrupted by Agent Zero, man, we got my man Black Magic behind on the ones and twos, man, all the engineering gears and tears. You know what I'm saying? And then we got yours truly, young Brand in the house. Shots by Brand. You can find her on all your little social medias when you want to reach out to her, do your pictures. But that ain't what we here for. We here for the people to the right of me, Intruders, Arizona. And I'll let you guys go ahead and do your own intros.
Yeah, my name is Jimmy Arbizu. I'm the president of the Intruders Car Club. And we're here to talk about the club and what's going on with our special events coming up.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
And my name is Carlos Harati. I'm a founding member of the club.
Okay.
So that's what I'm here for. 76 when we started the club.
And 76?
Yes, sir.
God damn, I wouldn't even thought of. I was
I was only 2 years old at that time.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was only 2.
So what do we want to deep dive in first? Because we do got an event coming up on the 14th, right? This Saturday.
Yeah.
But then we also want to talk more. We want to also deep dive into how the club got started and all that good stuff.
Right.
So I'm gonna let you take it away and see what it is, and then when I chime in, it's because I have questions based on what you're saying.
I got a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Which one do you want to start with, the event, or you want to start with how you got started?
Well, we're going to let David explain a lot about the event.
Yeah.
You know,
So how we got started?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well, I started the club back up. Well, it was already here, but I kind of got with Gerald Osorio and brought it back up, and got with Carlos here. But and a few other guys, Billy Padilla and these other guys, they are the founding members. They started the club in 1976, and this is the Arizona's first lowrider car club, period. And Carlos will tell you more.
Yes. Yes. So me and the guys got together in the neighborhood and we're hanging out and stuff. So we wanted to start a car club. So we had a couple of different names, but one of the guys came up with the Intruders. So we just started that way. All of us were still in high school. We're just getting started. And all we had our own cars, but everybody was working, of course. But we got started that way and just had some other guys come in and we just been doing it ever since, you know.
Go ahead.
Oh, man.
In 69.
No,
It feels a 64.
63.
That's pretty
I'm just
You're close. You're close.
close.
You're close.
Back then, we didn't know what old school was. You know, it wasn't old school cars. It was just our cars.
Yeah.
They were just cars at the time. They weren't.
Yeah. Never our cars because we had to go to the store to get milk and paper. I had to go every week.
drivers.
Daily drivers. I mean, but every Saturday I had to go get the paper for my mom. I had to go in my car, you know. So
Then you're, oh wow.
so it
that's
wasn't
awesome.
like I just parked it at the house and I ditched it over to the Circle K. I had to go in my car, and go get this paper and bring it home to my mom. Then she was all right for the rest of the day. And that's how it started, you know. But a bunch of us guys were just growing up, and we're all still in high school. A lot of us went to Alhambra High School. Some of us did.
Lion.
But it was back in '76 when we were doing it. We were all still young, you know. We were barely making it back then, you know. So it was a deal back then for us.
Heck yeah, man.
We liked it. We liked it.
76.
Yeah.
76.
I'm trying to think of
Like
76.
I said, I was old, man. I've been around the game for a long time, but not as long as you guys have, obviously. But I got a couple of questions for you guys too, obviously. So you said back in 1976 you guys started the car club and stuff, or the car club was started. Back then, since it was the first one in Arizona, what kind of did you guys have? Like, obviously, there's regulations, there's rules, there's what did you have other than having a car? Was there any kind of like
back then when I was president of the club, there wasn't really a lot of there wasn't like show quality, what they call it now. You know what I mean? There wasn't really that into it. We just had our cars. We had rims on it, so we're lowered, and we had nice paint jobs or whatever.
before? This is probably, I know this is way before hydraulics was around.
Right.
Probably at the beginning stages of the hydraulics, where people started fooling around with hydraulics and stuff.
Yeah.
My aunts and uncles, they used to go to the river bottom and pick up big ass river rocks
Right.
and put them in the trunk of their cars.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's it.
We
Yeah,
saw
that's
that.
what you guys
There
did too, or what?
There was those. There was
Parking blocks.
parking blocks, sandbags, all kinds of
Yeah.
shit.
The reason why I know is my mom had a Nova, and it was a hot rod. She had some street
yeah.
sticks on the back of it. Shit.
Yeah.
My uncles used to take it, and when they would come home at night, the ass would be squatted down. And
Yeah.
my mom be pissed as fuck, man. She get those fucking rocks out of my car. You're gonna ruin my shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I knew about the rocks, man. River rocks were the shit.
That was actually my first car.
Oh yeah,
63 Nova. My dad bought a brand new. Still got it.
nice.
You still got it?
Still got it. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now you guys been around obviously for a long period of time, and you've seen the stuff grow, evolve, I should say, not grow, but evolve. And like you stated earlier, this is this was your everyday drivers, man. You guys
Right,
learned
right.
show quality and stuff like that.
Right.
When the time that you guys were doing it till now, did you guys ever vision it would be at this much of a focal point in the culture?
I knew it was gonna get bigger and better. You know what I mean? Because of the way some of the people I were growing up with in that day, there was a lot of guys that were way ahead of their time.
Right.
Like they knew what they were doing already. You know what I mean? But like one of the guys I grew up with was Manuel Moreno. He's part of the Sophisticated View. So when we had a meeting not too long ago, me, Jimmy, J.R. Garcia, he passed away. We're all there sitting down, and everybody's talking. Well, who was the first club? And I said, well, I was the first club. I was with my guys, And Manuel Moreno, which runs the Sophisticated View, he was there. He goes, yeah, this motherfucker was the first one because he's coming to my house and said he was going to start a car club, and he did.
Right.
And I go, yeah, that point was already made, right? But he was already lifting hydraulic cars back then.
So you guys were already doing
Yeah,
hydraulics.
back in the 80s, he was already doing it.
And this was with the dump truck pumps and the batteries and shit, right?
Everything.
Yeah, but you barely get up 4 or 5
Everything's
inches.
stolen.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to say all that,
Hey,
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's
you-
back then.
but
Pumps, batteries.
yeah,
Yeah.
all from dump trucks or
Right.
from
Dump beds.
garbage beds and the garbage trucks and stuff like that, right? I remember all that shit too, man. I
Yeah.
remember.
In fact,
Yeah.
Manuel Moreno was going to join the Intruders until he started his
Some
own.
club, yeah.
Oh, right. Now, as you mentioned a couple of times already that it's the first club in Arizona.
Right.
Is it the first club recognized by Lowrider Magazine, or was that a thing back when it was first established?
No, this was before Lowrider Magazine.
Before
Lowrider
Lowrider
Magazine didn't
Magazine.
come out till after this club was
Right.
formed.
Okay.
You know, the first
Yeah.
Let's
Lowrider
put
show
it
out
this
here.
way: the first time we came out on our magazine, it was in black and white.
Oh shit.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Right.
Wasn't even color yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Lot of pictures in South Mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Is there any clubs out there that claim to be the first one? That you think that you're saying that you are
Or-
the first?
I'll probably get more like people recognize them.
Yeah,
as being
well,
the first
there's
person.
one specifically that does it all the time. That's the few, because we were like, grew up in the same area,
Okay.
but they weren't the first ones. I'm telling you right now, they were not.
You heard what him said.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
So if somebody
Dang,
says,
that's
"Hey, I
fine.
need some like hard copy proof," could you provide something that
Yeah.
shows that?
He's got all the documentaries.
He's got the receipts,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
He's
They
got-
they said when he came in here, he the man with all the answers.
yeah, he got the receipts, man. They get
And so and then you're still live and direct right now, right? You still car club pushing?
I'm still kind of in the club.
He's a
I'm an OG
member no matter what. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Oh hell yeah.
Whether he's got a car or not, if he ain't got a car, he's got one of my cars.
It doesn't. Yeah, it still doesn't matter.
Period.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, once you're in, you're in. You know, and right now we're like 60 plus strong. You know?
Wow.
Damn, God, for real?
Yeah.
So
No.
then, who's the president right now?
I'm the
So
president.
Jimmy, you're the president. Apparently. How long have you been the president?
About 20 years.
God. Hey,
Was it right after he stepped down or
No,
no?
it
No.
was a few
Yeah.
years later.
Oh, okay.
What I did was I was running the club, and my dad bought a bar on Southside, so I decided I had to go work at the bar. So my dad said, "Hey, you got to go work at the bar." All right, cool. So what am I gonna do? He goes, "We're gonna clean the floor and stuff and get ready for the next day, you know." So I started cleaning the floor and stuff, and so became a bartender, of course. My dad said, "Man, you gotta get rid of the fucking club." I go, "No, I ain't getting rid of the club." He goes, "Yeah, you gotta get rid of the club." So I said, "Okay, well, I just back away from it." So I backed away from it, and George Preciado, Gilbert Preciado, they took over the club. They ran it for a couple of years and then gave it up. And then it kind of went away for a little bit. Some other people took it over that I know of now. But they kind of took it over, but nobody kept it going. And then one day I come home, and my sister, she's like, "Hey, you need to meet this guy." And I go, "What guy?" "This guy that's in our fucking living room." I'm like, "Who's this motherfucker?" And I walk in there, and this guy is sitting at the dinner table with my mom and my sister, and they're talking about stuff, you know. And
No
I,
food.
and I,
no.
and I go, "What's this? What is he doing?" So we started talking, me and him. He goes, "Hey, I started your club up." I go, "What? What do you mean you can't start my club up?" "Yeah, I started it up.
It's up and going.
We're going now, you know." But he's done a really good job. I mean, he's been working it pretty good. So
That's
I'm
awesome.
pretty pleased with it.
Dang.
When we
Came
first
back with
came
the
out,
legacy.
Todd from Majestics came out. You know, the first show we busted out at. Todd came up to me and shook my hand and said, "Hey man, you guys are the shit." I think for the first time, you know, just building the club, our first show, we showed 34 cars. So
Crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Jeez. So do you guys do a lot of events throughout the years? Because, well, I mean, not throughout the year, because you said you have, it's a big club, right?
yeah, we do. We actually do. David, he'll be in here right now, but we put him in charge of all the events now. But we do like we used to do the toy drives up in Tolleson,
Okay.
and now that Tolleson don't want cruising, we kind of stepped away
Yeah.
for a couple of years, but it's coming back this year.
Mm.
So I think that's going to be December 1st.
Back at Tolleson?
No, right here on 43rd Avenue in Innisful.
Nice.
Yeah,
So-
I'm fine to that. Then.
Yeah. So we'll be coming out with that, but we also do backpack drives. We do turkey drives. We there's a lot of different events. Plus we participate in other people's other car clubs,
Yeah.
their
Definitely.
events, you know. So and there's a lot of weather's going to get better, so there's a lot of events coming up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Starting next week, it's gonna be 90 degrees.
Yeah,
It's almost ready to bring out the Monte Carlo game.
bring it
There you
out.
go. Bring it out.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
man.
Yep.
So, what's the whole car club culture? What does it mean to you guys? Because some people are out to get plaques and trophies. Other people are just genuinely culture. Some people do it and they feel like they in the hood. You know, what's your take on it? How do you feel about it?
You know what? I've been showing God for probably 20 on the same car for 25 years, my 66 convertible. You know, so and this year I said I'm gonna retire it.
Oh,
So
wow.
from the show circuit, not
Yeah.
driving it.
Uh-huh.
But man, I've been doing this since I was like 16 years old, you know.
Yeah.
Really longer than that with the Nova. You know, I wrecked it twice. My dad took it back, and made me buy my own car. I bought that off Efrain De La Garza from the Mipas. He used to be a Spirit member.
Oh, okay.
And that's my first 63 back in 1978. So, and my second 63 I got in 80. So to me, lowriding is a culture, you know.
Right.
It speaks us, you know.
Yeah. For sure.
Back then, you know, we had the Chicano movement and everything else, and everything was green, white, and red. You know, it's not like it is now, you know, to where we're being segregated from Mexico and stuff. You know, we are descendants of them. So to us, it's a culture, you know, of who we are, you know.
Yeah.
Just like Cesar Chavez, they talk about Cesar Chavez, and he was a guy that organized a lot of different things for the farm workers. Well, this is us, you know.
Mhm.
And this is how we contribute to our culture, and been doing it since then to now, you know. And right now I'm 61 years old, so it's been a long time.
Yeah, for sure. That's wild. And then with you as well, how do you feel about, like you said that he's did an amazing job.
Right.
But how does it feel essentially like kind of like that's your baby
Right.
and then you're passing on?
Right. Well, I mean, I didn't really pass it on. He more or less took it over, you know what I mean? or it was gonna die. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
got you.
So it's either have somebody like him that take it over and have some followers like he's got, or just say, hey, I used to be a member to this club when I started back in the 70s and be done with it. You know what I mean? And generally right now, my daughter's right here today, and she goes through all the pictures, got the shirts, got some plaque at the house, got the whole thing. She even goes to the clubs with the shows with me, you know. And she's at the point now where we go to shows and she's like, Dad, how come that's so dirty? Dad, how come that's like that? I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I mean,
Don't be looking at my car now.
let's just go,
It's in bad shape.
let's just go
Yeah.
check it out, you know. So
Yeah, no, that's
cool.
awesome, man. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna ask you about as far as family.
Yeah.
Because I know, like you said, like when you took it over, it's been what, 20 years or 25 years, and then with like, you know, there's always been crazy shit going on with the lowrider scene.
Oh yeah.
right.
You know, what was that like?
You know what? Back then it was a little crazy. You know, you had to sneak out and stuff. If you had a girlfriend or you were married, I was always sneaking out with my cousin Joe Arbiza. You know, we lived together. And I don't know how she ended up living with us, but I had a kid then.
Yeah.
But today it's more family oriented. You know.
Right. Today, yeah.
Yeah, today's more family oriented. We set up everything else.
Well, they play a big part in the whole community, man. Like,
Yes.
if you don't got a car, then you can help me with my car. If you don't
Yeah.
got a car, you can help do some stuff at these events. So
Yeah, my deal is, you know, I'm not the one to tell them you can't be part of the club, because everybody has a right, you know, everybody should have the right. You know, and it doesn't matter what club, you know. So, you know, and like today, you know, clubs back then, you know, a lot of clubs didn't get along. But
Yeah, they were considered gang, like the car clubs back in the 80s and 90s was pretty much considered gangs because that's what they were. You know,
Everybody
they
came
were.
from
There was
gangs.
no unity. There was everybody. You know, it's like just gangs. This club against this club, and
Yeah.
that club, and you know.
Well, you came from a gang. You went into
yeah, you know,
Car club,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm about to say, because when I moved to Arizona, man, all the car clubs I knew were actual gangs. I was like, oh shit.
So back in the 80s and 90s, from when I was, you know, brought up into the car clubs and the rider scenes and stuff like that, it was that way for the longest time, man.
Yeah.
Everybody thought of us as gangbangers, thugs, drug dealers, you know, bad people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was a bad taste in everybody's mouth until recently, you know, until maybe the early 2000s and stuff like that, where the culture seemed to have flipped around, and now it's more family oriented and stuff like that, which you were talking about with your grandkids, your daughter. Your daughter's out here now doing stuff, you know what I mean? And my daughter's the same way. My daughter's out here doing it with me. My grandson's out here with me, you know. And when I see these car clubs and I see these shows and stuff that, you know, everybody's a part of, and everybody's out there with their families, their kids running up and down the street, you know, and it's just it's more of a respect thing nowadays than it was before. I mean, because I remember down Central, man. You know, we used to get in fights all the time. Hey, what the fuck you looking at my car for?
Yep.
It's a nice car, fucker. You know.
Is that the point of having the motherfucker?
Yeah, but back that was the mentality was, you know, fuck you. You know.
We were there. We were at O'Keefe's, you know,
Yeah.
on South Central,
Right.
all night there, hanging out, just being there all night.
Yeah.
But with me, I don't mean to interrupt, but I mean, like
That's
for
all
me, when I was coming up, my dad had the bar on the South Side called the Bridge Inn.
Uh-huh.
So he owned that bar, so I used to work there all the time. So I met my wife back then there.
She was a long time ago.
She was,
I wasn't around.
she was young, and we got married and everything. My dad had the bar. When we closed the bar, so then I started having my kids. You know what I mean? I got married.
Right.
But I got 4 daughters. This is the third one right here, Maria. And so my other two daughters played softball, like club softball, like
Right.
big time softball. Went to college and all that shit. So Maria had asthma back then, so I couldn't find something for her to do, you know. So one day
Maria.
for Christmas,
Dang.
I was out running around, of course, and I go, I don't know what to do. I get this chick a bike, a lowrider
Yeah.
bike. Like I come home with a lowrider bike, and my ex-wife is like, "The fuck are you doing?" I go, "Maria's gonna build this. I'm gonna build this bike for Maria."
Yeah.
So we built her a bike, and we showed it. Got a whole display for it and everything. Put it out at Sorrel Ranch at a bike show, and she won. And I said,
Yeah,
"Okay,
yeah.
you're gonna win the show, but I want you to ride that motherfucker out of here, not just walk it
Yeah.
out. You're gonna ride out here." "No, Dad, I don't want to." "Yeah." So she got on and she started riding around. Everybody was like, "Damn, she's even riding the goddamn thing," and all this bullshit. But it was pretty cool.
No Trader Queens.
Yeah,
No
no,
Trader
Queens. Not even
No
the
Trader
bike.
Queens.
You gonna ride it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that bike is gone. It's time for a car now.
She,
I was just about
she
to
still
ask.
got it. She still got the bike.
Yeah.
Are you working on the car?
No.
If you had to get a car, what would you want?
It would be a small.
It'd be her dad.
The most
It'd be her dad's
software
car.
car ever.
It'd be her dad's car.
Go ahead and hand them keys over.
So who's this young man sitting down at the table with us right now, man? Introduce yourself, man.
What's up? What's up, man? I go by King David and Legend. So I am a member of the Intruders, and excuse my lateness. My
Camera's right
partner,
there.
camera's over here.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
up, y'all? So excuse my lateness. I had to handle some business real quick, but over here with the president of Intruders, some of the originals right here. So I'm just here to support. I do a lot of the organizing for our events and shows that we do. So right now we're working on this Saturday, which is looking good at Estrella Park, 914. It's going to be great. It's going to be huge. It's a free family event, picnic, barbecue. Bring out your grills, bring the shade tents, and get ready for a good time. If you were there last year and you seen it last year, it was insane. I mean, there wasn't even enough room, and we pretty much rented out the majority of the park. So it's predicted to be another good one. A lot of cars. A lot of carne asada, and you know how we do it. Let's go kick it at the park. You know what I mean?
Me and carne asada.
Yeah, it'll be from 11 to, so it starts at 11 and ends at 6 p.m. A lot of people stay a little after. A lot of people get there early. We're trying to have cars rolling at 9 o'clock. This year we do have, the park gave us some additional parking for like public parking for, you know, the Honda Accords and everything. It's kind of it's kind of hard to see the, hey, I have a Honda Accord, but I'm just saying, I mean, I have several cars, but
You guys gotta park on the outside and walk in.
yeah, because we
ain't
can't,
gonna
you
make it over
know,
the speed bumps.
the parking that we have for the Ramadas obviously is for classic cars, show cars.
Right.
And everybody has a different view on what is their show car, right? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, someone could roll in with the rims, and that is their show car. And when we say show car, we don't mean show car $150,000 car on the trailer. You know what I mean?
Trailer queen.
Yeah. Just come in, have a good time. We'll put the Hondas, the Ford F-150s on the other side. Nothing against those guys, but it's really the view. It's that old school feeling of seeing a lineup of cars, right, straight down, and it's all the lows, and it's everybody's hard work that you see. It's the dedication and the love that you see down the line. And then sometimes there's that Honda that pops out. Nothing against Honda. You guys don't get me sued and stuff, but we try to separate it because we're really trying to bring that old school feeling back of being at the park, kicking it at the park. Again, a free event. Bring your grills, bring your ice chests. We're not doing the vendors. We're not doing those food trucks and everything because it is a barbecue. It's a picnic family event. Let's have a good time. Again, this Saturday, 11 to 6 p.m.
We got Regina Torres up there. Said there's a lot of items being raffled off also.
Oh yeah, Regina, thank you. We got some super dope items. I think we have at least 15 items. I should probably bring up the list they sent me to go off. But what I will tell you is one of the biggest items that we do have is we are going to be raffling off some 13.7s, brand new.
What?
Yep. Shouts out to 602 Auto Sports. We're going to be running that raffle. We'll probably have a set of maybe 100 numbers, $25 a pop, do the raffle. Again, our sponsor came through and really supported us. And we have a ton of the stuff, barbecue sets. We got the scrubs. We got a TV. We have a lot of big raffle items. So it's going to be great. And the 50-50. I heard someone just won like 7 million over here. Now our 50-50 might not hit the millions, but if you want to come up, definitely buy some raffle tickets for the 50-50, man.
Regina said 50-inch TV rims. That's what she got.
She got the list. She wants me to get the list. Regina, shouts out to Regina. She's like, David, if you don't read the list,
I don't know who she is, but she got you guys on check. So.
Oh yeah, Regina's part of the club too. So we actually met yesterday and kind of finalized that we have a committee. Our committee is we all join up. Shouts out to everybody. We all met up and kind of went through it. We try to organize the best we can so that it's organized, it's fun, it's safe, family friendly, and all that. So some of the items that we do have, I mean, we got lottery baskets, we got movie baskets, car care, the 50-inch TV, we got Coke. Or Bud basket. My bad. Who wrote Regina? Coke or Bud basket? Okay. Coca-Cola. I think they were a Coca-Cola or Bud basket.
White or green?
Stick with the first one.
Everybody will be out there.
I heard about the live ride. We're getting real live tonight. Live ride. So we got coffee basket. As you know, I'm a coffee. I love my coffee. So baking, barbecue, alcohol, the Armor All, the Craftsman's tool set, jack stands. We got jack stands as well. Sound bar, speakers, TV. So we have some big items. We got the list. I'm trying to keep the biggest ones out because I'm going to be buying those tickets, but you know.
Man.
Oh, shit. Let me get up out of here.
Nah, I'm playing. I'm just playing.
Keep the biggest ones out.
The president said the president told Jimmy said we can't join, man.
You can't be part of that.
Nah, we're buying it. It's all fair game. Matter of fact, if y'all show up, we're gonna pick one of you off to pick out of the basket, so everybody knows. You know what I mean?
If I show up,
better show up, man.
What we're gonna do? We're gonna have people from different clubs, from the kids and everybody else. Come in and pull the tickets. None of our members will pull anything. So
yeah, 100%.
But
they don't want to be 48 seats.
Nah, yeah, man. I mean, at the end of the day, if I was to win or something, it would be where I bought in. You know what I mean? Just like everybody, we can buy in. It's just it's hard to start seeing every member of your club winning everything, and you're like, wait a minute, did you buy that though? Like, how did you win it? Like, I wouldn't take.
You
my
were with
item,
me when we picked it up.
Yeah, like, I think last year that happened to us. We had a couple TVs last year. It's somebody close one. They were like, I can't do that.
That's what happened when Marco, he did the bike raffle. I think it was last year, and he said, I want to put the number live on the Live Ride podcast. So we're like, cool. He's like, I'm just trying to get rid of this last number. I'm like, bro, I'll buy it just so you have it. Just so you can do the raffle. Sure enough, bro, they went through all the numbers, picked the last number. He was like 43. I was like, oh shit, that was me, bro. I fucking won that shit, but I had just bought it because I was just like,
to sell them out.
Get on the show so we can get on. Get
They
this shit
did. They
going.
definitely were
And then ever
suspicious.
since then, he been winning all our raffles.
Yeah, Marco's been winning everything that we've been
So-
putting out there.
All right.
First thing
So,
everybody said
you
was,
better bring your money because I think you're gonna take home a lot of prizes.
Yeah, especially those rims are gonna be a big hot item. We got that set up on its own table, everything, and
Are
they're
they all
nice,
chrome?
brand new, chromed out,
All chrome?
reverse spoke, chromed
Oh,
out.
shit.
They're fire.
ah,
Yep. Again,
What's-
shouts
what's
out
that
to all our
ticket look like?
sponsors.
25 bucks.
We're gonna do $25. Probably end up with 100 spots. We don't want to do last man standing because it might go past 100. So we're just gonna try to keep it there and run it.
Yeah.
I
So-
say go.
Solid 25.
Go over. So maybe last man. Yeah, if we go over, we go over. But
Yeah, I was
we're
gonna
gonna
say-
do it at 4:30 is when raffles start. So 4:30 we're gonna start that. We got some trophies too that we got to give out. It's more like a best in show.
Nancy, send me out.
I was gonna say, what,
Did she?
what-
Killed it.
Nice.
Killed it. Yes.
So what kind of
Nancy
categories?
Perry,
you guys
thank
doing?
you.
You said best of show. What kind of categories you guys doing, man?
We're not going to run categories. I think for this, since it's more like barbecue picnic car show, it's everybody. We appreciate the same, right? It's really like everybody took the efforts to come out on a hot summer day, join, support our club. You know what I mean? And really, it's let's go around, let's get some random people to pick some cars. We got our Intruders golf cart. We'll be out there just kind of towards the end and giving those out. Best of show. You know what I mean? Eye candy.
You got a hop going on too?
We don't have the hop. We don't do the hop this year. It's a little more. The park can have a hop there, but the way we packed it out last time, I'm not sure we'll even have room. Because this year we actually have to make sure we have a moving line. So we're really trying to create the cruise. Anybody that went last year, you remember the flags when you entered. We put up 24 Mexican and American flags down the line. This year we got 4. We doubled it.
Oh shit.
So we're gonna have like 48 down the line, and we really want to see some movement this year, right? Some cruising. We're actually not allowed to have the parking lots as full as we did last year. They were like, "Hey, man, if we need to get an ambulance, like we can't even get in here. We can barely walk in here." So we're like,
oh, shit.
we'll chill it out. We organize it to where there's movement, so it's one way in, one way out,
Yeah.
and we can cruise, right? We can move. Everybody likes to jump in and just to show everybody the camp, those kind of things. So it's gonna be fun, man. Absolutely.
Man, what time does it start?
11 o'clock. Roll in for those bringing the cars. 9 o'clock rolling time. We'll be there as early as 8 o'clock.
Better get there earlier. No.
Yeah, parking too. Parking is, we're not charging for the parking. It's first come, first serve.
Get there early.
Get there early. There's a few Ramadas that will be up for grabs. We're not charging for the Ramadas as well. We got like 12 through 21. We bought all the Ramadas, so
Yeah, that's
there's some left.
On the east side of it.
Yeah, we got like the whole L, the big square, and all the way down. 12 through 21.
Possibly silly question. I'm not sure. On the flyer, was it a second annual? Or
Second
what was it?
annual. Yep.
Second annual car show, was it, or second annual Intruders car show?
Intruders picnic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Intruders picnic.
Because I was thinking, I was like, if y'all done been doing this Intruders joint for for that long, why is it only the second one? Could you
Right.
explain that a little bit?
Oh yeah, 100%. Even for me coming in, I know they were talking about some of the older Tolleson days, which even back then when I wasn't a member back in Tolleson, everybody knew about that.
Yeah.
They had that going on. This one obviously is going to be annually because it's at a different place. It's a different time. We're honoring the whole month, not just a day for Mexican independence. So for us, is we always catch that weekend, or we probably would have picked a cooler date, right? But for us, we really stayed true, and Jimmy really made sure we stayed true to celebrating and honoring Mexican Independence Day. So that's what we chose this weekend. Last year, it just happened to fall on the 16th, which was Mexican Independence Day. This time, Saturday's the 14th, but we're still honoring it for that weekend.
Which, unfortunately, I'm just going to go and throw this out there right now. Unfortunately, I won't be able to go because I'll be in California this weekend. But I definitely hope that that's a dope-ass event. And usually, these gentlemen be out scrolling around, taking videos and stuff.
Yeah, get some
You
videos,
stop
man.
everywhere.
We got Captura magazine, another magazine, and Bombs magazine coming out. So it should be pretty good. And there might be a few politicians out there,
Okay.
but yeah.
Any funny ones? Nah.
Hey, just stick to the script. You all know it's about to go down. We're gonna be here for another 3 hours.
All I know is I feel like eating a cat sandwich.
Oh man, it's going down. Today on Live Ride
Cats out the
Podcast.
bag.
Or the dunk in the park.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, moving on to the next episode here, people.
Yeah,
We're gonna.
on that note, man.
Nuh-uh.
Let's take a little commercial break, man, and do what we do. With a couple minutes just to stretch our legs a little bit, get up and do what we got to do, man. We got a couple commercials that we're gonna play right now. And
Dope.
Should they give us a sign?
Man, get on up
Do
out
what
of
we
here,
need to
take
do,
a little
man.
break,
Yeah.
little restroom breaks and stuff.
Sounds good.
Good.
Yo, Live Ride Podcast, man. Live Wednesdays at 8 o'clock, man. We're sponsored by Liberty Mobile, 480-795-0025. Body Clothing, 4803. Yo, Live Ride Podcast, man. Live Wednesdays at 8 o'clock, man. We're sponsored by Liberty Mobile, 480-795-0025. Body Clothing, 480-381-5879. Liberty Tax, more than just a tax service, 602-788-6900. Also, Smiley Customs, hit them up, man, on their social medias. All your fabrication needs, hit them up. The show, hosted by DJ Primo, coming May 2nd on Facebook and YouTube. Also sponsored by the Mopar family, Arizona. Make sure you guys are showing them love, man. Thank you for the sponsorship. Also, Super Dope Flyers. Don't get caught out here, man, with some weak flyers. Hit us up for your flyers. Also, 10% off with code Network at w.gg. That's where you need to get your energy from. Network coming to Roku, on your very TV, in your living room, very soon. Make sure you guys stay up with the updates, and we got you. All right, now let's get back to the show. Yeah.
switch them off because right now I got.
I'm on 13. I got 13 on it.
Leave it there.
I'm running
He's gonna
13.
spit those 13.
I'm not. First of all, I don't. It's a low rider, so I'm driving slow.
Okay,
You know what I mean? Like,
slow up.
but-
Just in case, though.
yeah, but if I gotta get up out of there, I gotta get up out of there.
You gotta leave the cruise spot. He's gonna,
Right.
he's gonna definitely leave the cruise spot.
Oh yeah. It's gonna sound crazy. My whole goal is for it to sound crazy, but still be on, still have hydraulics, lay and play, nothing fancy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then in case that goes wrong, I might have to throw some other rims on to get out of there. But
Well, we got Frankie Albino with the hot rod engine on the 64 Chevelle, spinning them 520s.
I tried to race him. He's
spinning-
gonna love that I say that he
Try,
dusted
try,
me.
try.
you said try.
He
There you go.
dusted me. I put that B&F shifter down.
I don't want to
Boom.
throw this in there, but a 55 with the 265 engine in it beat them too.
This is,
Yeah.
this is the rumor. We're gonna do this on the Live Ride podcast. I won't race Frankie again, but I might race the 285 or whatever you got.
Like street racing.
Yeah.
So when I
Motos.
put it in, I guess I hit you up for a race.
You're gonna win.
I put my stocks on, man. Everybody wants to race me on the rubber bands. and stuff.
That's it. Yeah. So what is it that you're running? 520s or 155s?
No, I'm on. So I got staggered. You talking about the rims? I got staggered. So I think I'm 10 in the back
Yeah.
and 8s in the front.
On the Goblin?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, I missed that
yeah.
part.
I got the whole staggered Asantes on there.
Oh, okay.
You better throw them 13s on there.
That's what,
He-
I'm
I
saying.
know. Well, so
You
I
said
am part of the
you said
club.
bands, bro.
So I can't plaque up because.
What do you mean not part of the club? You over here-
Well,
you're
so
over-
there's a difference, right? I think you kind of touched on it earlier.
No,
right?
man, he
Even
said
if
he's
I
part
didn't
of
have
the
a
club.
car, I could be a member, right? So
Yeah,
he
he's part of
knows.
the club.
Well, he's got the Cadillac still, so
Yeah, so I still have the caddy. And,
Cadillac's gonna kill it.
yeah, the caddy. It's original right now. It's nice. I mean, aside from it sat for 30 years, but the condition of it is amazing. Well, you guys know we're all car guys. You can't find a car like that.
So next question, you gonna cut it?
No, I won't cut it.
You're not gonna cut it?
I won't cut it, but I will back it up, put it low, lay it down. Price
I
of
say
14.7.
just flip them cylinders upside down.
Yeah, man.
That too. That too. I mean, I'll keep it in place.
There ain't
Low.
nothing like the sound of this, you know.
Yeah, man. You gotta hear that.
Don't do that too.
Not
That's
that little
cold.
early sound like.
Oh, here we
You
go.
know,
This is the big. This is gonna be the next show right
You know
here.
what I mean? You sound like you.
How many bags? You got bags too, Jimmy. Don't play out of your 12 cars. You got no bags? Who has bags in the club? Somebody better back me up. Somebody better jump on my
Cisco next door.
Yeah, Cisco, my dog. Cisco, what up?
That's why he's next door.
Jojo started all that shit with his 69.
Oh yeah, JoJo. What up, JoJo Juice? Shouts out to JoJo Juice,
Yeah.
man. He got some bags too.
Damn. I thought
So-
bag is more of a mini trucking thing.
Yeah, I met this guy Jojo Bezo like 35 years ago. The way we met is we're gonna throw blows. First time we met.
Was it over bags or hydraulics?
No, my God.
We were getting there, so.
Was it over who started Amazon first?
Nah,
So you know that's the Amazon creator's name, Joe Bezos.
he's a self
Yeah,
proclaimed
right.
That's why I
veteran.
heard that
So,
name.
but now my cousin hit his car with his motorcycle, so that's what started it.
Shit, I'd be mad too.
Yeah,
Damn.
back in the days, you know, but yeah, and 2 weeks later we were like brothers.
Damn.
Still the same, you know.
You having all those members, you know all of them like person like really good.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys have like because we were just talking about this, or maybe it wasn't. I was doing some filming. That's what it was. See, everything's starting to blend in these days. But when we talk about like car clubs end up becoming your family, like your second family, and they're like, no, sometimes it becomes your first family. Like you end up doing everything together, whether it's barbecues, birthdays, weddings, everything.
Baptismos, whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Baptism, the whole 9 yards.
Back then when there was a wedding, you seen flowers on these cars. Nowadays, when Jojo got married, you put flowers on our cars. You know, I didn't want to, but I did it for Jojo. But yeah,
That's why he doesn't like bags. You know. No flowers, no bags. You know what I'm saying?
No, these were actual roses, right? Or carnations?
Yeah,
they weren't the
that-
paper
they-
ones that were all.
No, they're the paper ones.
They were the paper ones back in the day. Oh, I think you actually put
Yeah,
the
they-
rose on it.
Everybody made their own. They
Yeah,
were making, you know.
right. Yep.
So,
That's
I
freaking
missed those,
wild.
man. You seen a line of bombs, man? All flowers.
but you know that the one thing about this club is the females got a big part of it.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted them in just so they could cook and stuff, but
Damn. Damn.
Oh,
He said it, not me. I
Uh-oh.
disagree. Disclaimer. Disclaimer.
I
we,
passed
we
the
went,
mic.
we went to the Phoenix Riders picnic on New Year's, and they went on strike, I guess, because all we have is carne asada and chicken. We didn't have no pop, we didn't have no salads, we didn't have no beans, rice, nothing. you know.
I can tell you through this.
So after that, we said, you know what, we're gonna make them a big part of it.
Yeah.
And to me, they kind of run a lot of stuff, but it takes a man to tell them what to do, you know. So.
Disclaimer.
Carlos
out.
told me to
I'm out.
say that though.
Yeah,
That was
right.
Why
Carlos.
did I say that?
Live Ride Podcast is
Down
not
home.
affiliated with you. That was just said. I want to come home, babe. I love you.
But no, they are a big part of it, you know, and you know, they designed their own shirts and everything else. You know, everything says Intruders. You know, our shirts
That's a good color scheme.
76 after these guys. You know,
Right.
and yeah, you know, these are our colors here. You know, but yeah, we I gotta give them a lot of credit. You know, we got some new members. They jump in it too, their wives and all them, and it's like one big happy family. You know.
Yeah, you know that's so awesome that big of a club can be that tight, and you know what I'm saying. How you said like everybody like puts in and they do their stuff. Like that's awesome. Because I was thinking I'm not, you know, I've never been in a club, you know. Well, I've been in a Subway club,
You've been in the
but
game.
So wake up.
yeah, but you know, you see some clubs and sometimes there's a lot and you're like, damn, how do they hold it down? But like a club that big, to me it trips me out. Like that's a lot of respect because you know, and this is the way of the world, man, and nature. There's always somebody that's gonna be like, nah, fuck that, I can be the president.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is there somebody in your club that you'd be like, man, if I
I've been trying to step down for 5 years.
No way.
I've been trying to step down. How long have I been trying to
Yes,
step
he's
down?
been saying that for a minute.
Nah, you the guy.
Wow, it's time for new blood, you know.
Yeah.
Keep it running the same, I say, you know. But you know, we are, you know. The thing is, we just gotta respect each other. Everybody. When you go to our meetings, it's like one big happy family, you know. We might have a group here, and here, but then that changes to a group, you know. Everybody's in and out of these different groups, and everybody sits down at the same time, eats. You know, our meetings are same time, everything, and seems like everybody likes the way it's run, you know. And right now, it's running pretty good, you know.
Yeah. Do you have not do you have, but do you know who your youngest member is that has a car?
The youngest member, he don't have a car.
Does he have a bike?
And I don't
A
know.
scooter?
Well, you know, he does got a car. He's got that little remote control car. And this, I'm going to have to say it like this. This little motherfucker thinks he's going to kick me out.
I thought you wanted to leave.
Well, not when this guy trying to kick me out. He's 10 years old and told me he's kicking me out. So, and he's going to take over the club.
That's new blood.
Yeah, his name is Cruz, you know. And I love this kid. He beat leukemia.
Oh, nice.
He beat it, so we took him to Tijuana. We tried to get him laid. He got scared. And
Damn, not alive.
And then,
10 years old, he was scared.
you said.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
No, but yeah, his dad called me up. We're going to San Diego for a car show, just the guys, and me, him, and another guy. And he tells me, "Hey, Cruz would like to go. You know, what do you think?" I said, "No, bring him. We just got the news. He beat leukemia, And at 10 years old, you know, and it's something that's this kid is right here to me. You know, I love the kid. I know how to pull his buttons. I know how to piss him off, and he just looks at me and tells me, "Shut the fuck up." You know?
At 10 years old?
Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
Wait
Bro,
till you-
the kids are built
Yeah.
different these days.
Kids
man.
are different.
Kids are different.
10
Parents
going
are
on
different.
20.
Parents are different.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but he's a good kid. Every day he lives and breathes lowriders. You know, he watches all the videos, knows what's going on here in California, Vegas, Colorado, Texas, New Mexico, Japan, Australia. He watches everything. That's you know, I got a 59 rag, and he done told me, "You ain't shit. Mine is better." I never seen it, but
Remote control.
Yeah,
Yeah.
remote control.
Yeah.
Go charge your batteries.
Yeah,
You
but-
too, little guy.
yeah, he's gonna be a big part of lowrider history when he grows up. You know.
Yeah, that's super dope.
Yeah.
Man, what up, Forever Mind Customs? Long time no here.
Hey, man, that's my
what's up,
guy.
Chris?
I don't know, I was thinking the same thing. I ain't seen that guy in a minute.
Yeah. Can't miss him though when you do see
Dang,
him.
not the big jokes.
Eclipse.
Sheesh, there's a couple eclipses when I was walking by the camera. I ain't gonna lie.
So back, I have a special announcement to make. Actually, speaking of the RC cars, man, we have a sponsor, Body of Clothing here. They opened up their new store up on 3rd Street and McDowell Road. They're just opening it up.
Hold on, fuck that.
They're opening up their second store. The first store is up on Grand Avenue. Surprise.
Yeah.
And they recently got this building here on 3rd Street and McDowell. They're open right now. They're still loading up and stuff like that. But these guys been around for a while also, man, and they're one of our sponsors. I got some news from them last night or this morning that with their new opening of the store, they want to actually do a raffle here for us to give away one of their remote control cars, the Red Cats. And it's they're giving us a 79 Monte Carlo. I don't know if it's the green one or the black one, but they're giving us one for us to raffle off as we please or whatever we want to do. So I think with that being said, man, if I get it or if I get it in my hands before Saturday, I think we would want to do the raffle at your show.
Let me call him right now. Let me see. I'm gonna call you right now.
Wait a minute, who's got a green 79 Monte Carlo?
I already have one. I have the RC
You can't
card.
win that
I already
raffle.
have- I already have the RC
You
card.
can't win the
I have the
raffle.
RC to match.
How did I get your mic? This
Yeah,
show's all
that's
over.
my
me.
show. That's my mic.
He
Anyways,
said it's over.
so yeah, Larry and his wife would like to.
What up,
Larry
Larry?
actually was just on there right now. There he is.
Yes,
He
sir.
said come pick it up tomorrow.
Right there.
Oh,
It's
what's
a comment.
up? I want to check out the new store, man. Barrio
Yeah,
Clothing got
right.
everything if you don't know.
Right
Yeah,
there,
they got
Dave.
If you don't
everything.
know now, you know. You better
right
go
there.
in that
That's,
store.
that's confirmation right there on the screen, man. But
Oh, all right. What up?
You know,
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh,
one
yeah.
thing I ain't seen when I went in there, because I'll be looking for it. I ain't found me no red dickies. I've been waiting on them.
oh shit, Larry called you out, man.
I ain't calling you any out. I'm just saying I don't see the color
So
that I want.
So back at it, man. I want
Yeah.
to give a shout out to Larry and his family. They've been doing it for a long time too, man. And they do give back to the community. They actually have a program, man, for people that are getting out of prison or out of jail. You bring down your release papers and stuff like that. They'll give you a brand new fit, man. You walk out with a brand new fit,
Right on.
down from the boxer to the socks to everything, man.
That's
You walk in there, man. You show them your paperwork, whatever it may be.
Where my backpack?
They'll hook you up with a brand new fit, bro.
Yeah,
And
that's
for them to come this way for us and for the community, man, we have to give them a shout out, man, and we have to show them.
Yeah.
100%.
So make sure you guys, for a free fit, go ahead and go to prison. Come out.
Wait.
Get that paperwork, baby.
But yeah,
It's
so
funny you say that because my partner Ricky's coming out September 16th.
take the paperwork, bro.
Take the body of clothing, man.
I just got out on the Derek Rock Comedy Show.
But yeah,
Guys,
that's something that him and his family do, that they
Yeah.
always give back to the
I'm gonna take my
community.
paperwork.
Good
You know,
people.
because they want to give you a fresh start, man. They don't want you in jail. They don't want the raza, the community and stuff, in jail and stuff like that. So that's what they do, that, man.
Yeah.
Get your fresh start, make you look fresh and clean, so you go get a job or whatever you want to do. So big shout out to Larry and his family, man. I
And he-
personally,
And he commented and he said he got your
he said,
your cousin, was it your friend?
Partner, I know
Um,
from back in the days, from Southside.
Yeah,
He said
he got he
Right on, right
got it,
on.
man. That'd be super dope.
I'll take him on.
Oh
He
yeah.
supported our show last year, our first annual.
Yeah.
So
He's
you guys,
good people, bro. He knows.
you guys show cars in the Super Show?
Yes.
They're always inside. They're always inside the stadium.
Who got the dopest car though? Who do you think?
We got this guy, Chris Mitchell, got a 48 rag, but then right there too is Frankie Albino with his 47 coupe, and that thing's killing it.
Damn.
Crazy.
And right now we just got a new member, Scott. He's got a 37 4-door,
Damn. 37.
and that thing is.
I mean, it got every accessory you think of.
I didn't want him in the club because he was going to show up my 39, but he snuck in anyway. So
But is it on hydraulics or is it on bags?
it's bags.
What up, Scott?
Hey, this guy goes. You got one
He's
friend.
in a
You got one friend.
new ambassador.
Yeah, well,
For
39
bags.
is sitting on hydro, so when he runs out of air,
Yeah.
I'll still be going.
Give him a bike for Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to switch it up.
So a lot of these, so a lot of these members, was it on who you guys rub elbows with? You guys see people around, that's how they become members, or is there anybody that ever come up to you like, hey, I like what y'all doing, I want to fuck with y'all?
There's a few of them, a lot of them that
Yeah.
has walked up. We had one of them. He passed away. They called him Azteca.
Mm-hmm.
It was a big guy, you know. And he came up to me one day and he said he's friends with a lot of clubs, and we were at the Super Show and introduced himself and said, "Yeah, that I think that year we showed like 54 cars." And he walked up and he goes, "Hey, I know a lot of car clubs. I hang out with them, this and that." He goes, "But I like the way you guys are. I like the way you run your club, this and that." He goes, "I'm building a bomb," and he had a couple more. He goes, "If you guys will let me in, it would be an honor to be an intruder member, you know." And I shook his hand. I said, "Come to the next meeting, you're in, you know."
Yeah.
You know, for somebody to do that, you know.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
there's a few people, and you know, he passed away a couple of years ago. He got that COVID.
Oh man, rest
You know,
in peace. That's
it's
terrible.
it's a big loss. He rode a bike and a chopper motorcycle, and I remember the first time he showed it, he won first place, and shit, man, he's like a kid, you know, with candy, you know.
Oh,
trophy.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Man, well, definitely rest in peace. That's man, that's
you know, and you know, we got a few members that passed away. Just recently, we lost another one, Frankie. He came in with us. You know, Steve Trevino was our first member to pass away. You know, we've had a few of them pass away, and it's part of it's like losing a family member, right? You know, because to me, all these guys are you know, I see these guys more than my own family. You know?
So with that being, I don't mean to cut you off, but I just have a question, a serious question. You mentioned that they passed away and stuff like that. Now, do their family members carry on, or some of the family members carry on with intruders, or how does that work, man?
Yeah,
because it's something that normally nobody talks about what happens afterwards. You know what I mean? Are they still?
A couple of them have, you know.
Okay.
They have. So it's part of life, you know. We say it's part of life. We try to help the family out and this and that, you know. And some of them, they end up selling the car and stuff. They sell the car and stuff, right?
Now, do they give you guys the offer to buy them to keep them in the club, or do you guys
Yeah,
let the family do what they want to do?
we let them do what they want to do, right? But yeah, they'll always be the family. They'll always be intruders, no matter what. You know?
Right.
You come back with the ones that haven't been around. You come back and you're still there. You know, no matter what, you're still family. You know, it's really one big family. You know.
Yeah. And that's the thing nowadays, man. It's all about the family, bro.
You know, yes, it's part of death. I think that the first person I know from a car club that passed away was Lennon Malone, you know, at Carl Hayden, and he was an intruder member.
Oh, wow.
So he had a silver Lincoln Continental. And the second one was a Santos Morales. And Santos started, I believe it was Hollywood Car Club. And then they went from Hollywood to Malo Car Club. And your uncle was in those. And then from there, they went to Spirit, you know.
Right. Okay.
You know, that it just switched names, you know.
Right.
So, but yeah, you know, a lot of people, and Carlos will tell you on this. There's a lot of history, and we were talking about it. And there's going to be a roundtable meeting with a lot of the older guys that have been around since the 70s and early 80s, and because there's a lot of car clubs that people they don't even know were around, like shoot, Impala's Car Club. That was from Ernie Dominguez. You remember Ernie Dominguez?
Yeah.
Carl Hayden, you know.
Right.
He started Impala's, and what were they? 32 strong, something like that. Back in the days, there was a lot of them. Central used to be all the way down, and
Yep.
I think a lot of these late 70s and early 80s, the babies that were born, they were probably made up in South Mountains, you know.
74. Man.
My daughter was made in the back of the 63, and she was brought home in the back of the 63.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's cool
just
shit.
like for example, his uncle, right?
Mariano, yeah.
He used to be at my mom's house all the time, almost every weekend. And I hadn't even met him till the day that was his uncle. You know what I mean? He's like family to me. But he used to eat at my house and everything. I mean, be there at night, be there all night. Morning, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, he'd go home.
Damn.
We got a comment up here from DJ Mark.
DJ Mark said, "Big, what's happening to George, my primo, David, and my brother from another mother, Jimmy. I'll see y'all this Saturday. Y'all doing a great job."
Our official DJ right there. One of the three.
Oh,
One of the three.
Hey, we got 3 DJs.
Ah,
We got
for
3
Saturday?
DJs. Yeah, DJ Reminisce shouts out. DJ Rich Moreno shouts out. DJ Marco Hello just messaged my primo.
The thing with Marco Ojeda, his mom and my mom knew each other since little girls, you know. And I grew up with his brother Eric, you know, and Chito. But me and Eric were he's born 2.5 weeks after I was born, so we grew up like brothers. And Mark was a little youngster, and there was another one, Chito, and then along with Helen and Debbie and Mark and Ruthie. But yeah, that family was we called each other cousins, but it was more like brother and sister. You know?
yeah, for sure.
My dad, his mom Lola would walk down Latham with my mom, and they walked by my dad's house, and he'd be out there, he'd throw a little whistle and start singing. You know that. There she goes, just walking down the street, singing to my mom. He was serenading, you know.
Serenation. Serenation.
Walking
down
the street. Yeah, back in the days, what was a whole lot different. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
You had in Kennel Park, you had Central, you had South Mountains, you had shoot all the record hops, everything. You know?
Especially you said about like some that you just get raised with, you know, like you said about the dude born 2 weeks after, 2.5 weeks after you. That's super dope, man. Cause like me, I have a cousin. We born on the same exact day, same year and everything. And I don't even know that motherfucker.
He said it with strength too. He made sure it was in the microphone too. Hey, Primo, you better come holler at him. He's waiting on you.
I was saying, you know what's fucked up? Because I told him my birthday was like 3 weeks ago. I fucking messaged him. I was like, "Hey, bro, happy birthday." You know, I was happy birthday, Primo. Motherfucker, we got the same birthday, same year. We literally the same age. I'm like 3 hours older than this fool. This motherfucker gonna hit me with a thanks. you ain't even gonna reciprocate this shit. You motherfucker.
You know it's my fucking birthday.
But with that being said, that was just my squirrel off real
It's
quick.
family ties.
Yeah. You earlier mentioned some of the older clubs and stuff here in Arizona that you guys know and have seen.
Oh yeah, that's I think like Tolleson had those sticks.
Yeah.
You had Living Low and Chapman's. You know, these are a lot of clubs. There's a lot of clubs that
How about Arizona Lows?
Arizona Low. Remember that?
The president's name was Cash.
Oh, Cash, out of Cashin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy did my car was the last car he pinstriped before he passed.
Oh wow, yeah.
So I knew Cash I was his mechanic for his trucks and shit and all his cars. And I used to live in Avondale. But you were bringing up all the older names and stuff. I just want to make sure that you guys knew, or if you guys knew Cash.
Yeah, sure.
You know,
And he was living in Tolleson
Yeah,
for a long time.
right. Yeah, man. And my car was actually the last. From what I understand, my car was the last one that he's done before he passed away. But I want to give him something.
Yeah, that's the son.
You know, there's a lot of Arizona legends out there that passed away. You know, and I think you got like OG Mondo. You know, been around since the beginning. You know, I went to OVC or something. The Phoenix Union. You know, what OVC, something like that. ABC. Mondo, you got Eddie Torres. You know, Eddie Torres was he's a legend. You know, Eddie Torres was a legend. He'll pinstripe anything. You know, give him something.
So you guys are all natives?
Yes.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Way back. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they used to take sheep from Flagstaff to Tucson, bro. That's how long my family did.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick,
It must be Bascanians. You know?
Long time.
I want to just side note something because you're here and I've been wanting to ask you. So now that I have you, I'll ask you. So you're azlowriderevents.com.
Yep.
Can you tell me like the few minutes of that real quick? Because I see it all the time and I knew it was you.
Yeah.
But I was like, what the fuck do you really be doing? You know, so
I
not to be
like
all
that.
up in your
No,
business.
I like that. I like
But
that.
I want to know because, you know, we do promote and I was like, man, I love to collaborate with people. And I was going to ask you too,
100%.
when you said about all these clubs out here, I would love for you to connect us, man. We like to hear everybody's stories. If you guys know people that are in other clubs, it'd be fucking awesome.
Well, you know what?
100%.
Before you get to him, we are going to do a round table. You guys want to get involved? Let me know.
Yeah, man. We can even
This is
doc
the
it.
notice right here, man. We want to know. We want the exclusive.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can-
that's exclusive too.
The thing is once these guys that have been lowriding in the 70s and 80s, once they're gone, the history's gone.
Yeah.
You know, we just lost J.R. Garcia. You know, he's one of the founders of lowrider and stuff. You know, he was cruising a glass house back then, all patterned out. He had a Gangster of Love in 1940 youth. You know, killed it. You know.
Dude, that's
You know, he passed away, you know, not a great person, you know, really loved the party. Back in the days.
we'd love to be a part, man. I would even document the drug firm. Cause that stuff like that is timeless.
That's what I feel like too. That's why I'm glad even today, just hearing about it. It's something that needed to get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for AZ Lowrider Events, so I started AZ Lowrider Events. It's a 501c nonprofit.
Okay.
I 100% shouts out to my partner, my primo Teddy, my brother from another mother, Travis. When I did the show last year, it's really when I got into Intruders. If you heard the story, I really didn't have a choice, right? He's known my family, and as you just heard, since forever. There really wasn't a choice. But what we really caught in tune was last year. Last year, I came to Jimmy and I said, hey, I want to do this event. Here's what I'm thinking it should look like. He had some great ideas. He said, you know what? Let's turn it into a whole Mexican Independence annual celebration. Let's honor that month, that week. So I went back and said, cool, I'm excited, right? I got a job to do. I got some things I got to do. And I said to myself, I got to build a website. I'm gonna make a logo. I'm gonna build an Instagram. I'm gonna do the whole 9 yards. And you know what? Matter of fact, since I have an LLC, I got TPP license. I have all these different things. I'm gonna do a nonprofit. And what I wanted to really look at when I seen the lowrider community is like there's an aura around it, right? There's something around it that says if you're lowriding, you're doing some bad shit.
That's
Right?
That's
Right.
stereotype
You think
shit,
about
yeah.
it, you pull up,
Yeah.
you see the wire wheels on a shirt, it's bad shit, right? So in my head, I'm like, well, that's not right. I looked at all these nonprofits in Arizona, I'm going through this list, and I see all these different types of nonprofits that have all these things. Like I looked into park grants. I looked into being a neighborhood association, which gives me a certain area and it allows me to qualify for like park grants.
Right.
With park grants, I'm able to throw free shows for the community, and then we include the lowriders to do it, right? So for example, when I thought of this, I said, how do we bring a better light to what I would say is a an opportunity, right, for us to look better as a community. All of us, not just intruders, the whole lowrider community. For example, we did West Phoenix High School. That's the high school I went to. For struggling kids, right? I had a problem at Trevor Brown. I was part of the riots and I got ran out and got kicked out first week. I ended up going to West Phoenix High School, which helps these troubled kids, and they graduate them in 3 years, right? With Leona Group, great high school, helps a lot of kids. So we went over there. We did an event there. We did a career day. We went over there and brought lowriders, did a free show for them after school, and then we brought the Army, colleges. The success rate for those kind of kids to graduate to college is very low. They can barely graduate high school, not due to smarts, just due to the scenario that they have. 2 working parents, not enough attention, maybe those kind of things. So we brought trade schools. There was trade schools there. There was an EMT there. They were doing the fake blood scenarios. Like, it was great. And there was the school literally switched the entire schedule for the students to see the lowriders, to talk to the OGs about how did you build your car. They're out there taking pictures, asking questions, and at the same time they're learning about the Army, the colleges, trade schools. And so back to why I thought about Arizona lowrider events, to me it was like, I'm going to do a nonprofit that brings a better life. We're going to do free shows, right? This show, it costs a lot of money, right? The park itself is almost $1,000. Like, it costs a lot of money. So to us, it wasn't about money for this show. This show was really like, how do we do these free events in the public out? And it worked great last year. And it was great for people to see culture, picnic, barbecue, lowriders, and having a good time. That's all it was. There's nothing special more about it, right? So again, with Arizona lowrider events, for me, like, the future of what I see for it is to keep doing these shows. I've hooked up with Cesar Aguilar. He's the Democrat. Shouts out to Laura. What's up? Representative. Did you say something? Representative. So he's the one. So the Cruising in the Capitol was involved with them. So us as Intruders, Arizona Lowrider events, we organize that. So through Arizona Lowrider events, I use the nonprofit to get a lot of big sponsors to come in to help us. So I feel like there's a lot of grants in the city that not everybody knows it's there. And a lot of them you can't qualify unless you're like a neighborhood organization or a nonprofit. So for us, it's not that I want the $10,000 park grant to run off of the $10,000. I want to do a dope show to show arts and culture, and that's what we got. We don't have sports. There's not a lot of things we have as a raza, as a community, as a lowrider community, where you're a raza or you're not, or whatever culture you're from. This is what we have. As the brown culture, we have all arts and cultures. We got cars. A lot of us can paint, tattoos, draw. We love art. We like to sing to our ladies. We like poetry. Writers. That's what we are. So for me, it's like, how do we put that out? Because it's mainstream. Did you see the new Chevy commercial recently for the 2024? It's towing a lowrider. Yep. Brand new 2024 Chevy. Mm-hmm. Interstate Battery just had a commercial, and I'm watching it. And there's this girl, and she's like little shorts, and she's working on this car. You can't see the car, and it backs up, and this car got like 8 Interstate batteries in the trunk, and she's working doing the battery. And I'm like, Interstate Batteries. The Suns, Valle, Modelo commercial. So lowriding culture is coming up. Football.
That time, yeah.
I also want to say too that our show, we post our episodes on. We have a Roku channel, and that gets streamed to a lot of folks, and it's super dope. But what you're saying, that same thing too. When I look at the Roku channel, when they have the screen, the wallpaper, if you see it, it's a fucking lowrider. I guess it's hopping and it's cruising, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's a fucking lowrider, and
it's a great time to lowride right now. It's a great time to be part of the culture. It's a great time to say that this is our sport. You know what I'm saying? Right. This is what we do. Like, this is our stuff, and we invite everybody. That's one thing that's a difference between anything, right? Like, it's hard for me to go get. I'm 5'5", getting baseball, or maybe baseball, maybe if I could. You know what I mean? Never football, never. For lowriding, it's like anybody's welcome. We're all open arms to it, and I just want to see a better light, and that's why I started the nonprofit. And honestly, it is not easy. I did everything. I got partners, of course, but like it was a lot to build the website. I built it myself. I built it like 2 a.m. just so I could make the show look better because it looked more professional. Then it became my logo. I built my own logo, also a free website. You know what I'm saying? And it's dope. People are like, "Oh, that's dope." And I'm like, "Yeah, I got it off a free website." Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's that grind and hustle, but I do see the future of it as us. I'm obviously an intruder, and I always will be. and I see that we're going to keep providing for the community. That's what we do. That's what they've always done before me, and I'm just here to help organize and complement that.
Hey man, when you do something like that again, bro, the when like career days and stuff, I would love to. My big ass is out the camera. I was literally about to talk about how I like to show young kids about podcasting, bro. About the audio mixers and the fucking microphones and like a real quick setup to start. Cause that's the thing, live streaming and shit. But right when I was saying that, my ass was cut out the video.
All of
Shit
it.
was all this shit was all
All out the
choppy.
video. Hey, that's interesting because with West Phoenix High School, they just built a game room, which was dope for them. Because again, we're a charter school; it's not a public school, and it's cool because they want to teach them electronics, they want to teach them finance and different things to put them in better situations. I mean, it's just true, you know what I mean? And the college isn't for everybody, and to be honest, either is high school.
Yeah.
High school is not built for all kids, and the kids nowadays is different. Most kids are probably better off getting a GED and then moving into college or trade school. So, and that's not true for everybody. I'm just saying it's not built for everybody. It can't be. It just can't be. Everybody's character and personalities are different.
That's actually a really good way to look at it.
I think the high school's got to bring back mechanics.
Yeah, shop
Yeah, fucking wood shop and
We can get a
mechanics.
lowrider mechanic over there, some podcasting for the kids. And I respect the high school. We do have some future cut shouts out to OT Barber College as well. They've been a big help in sponsoring a lot of what we do. They were also there. They did like 100 free haircuts that day. So while we had lowriders in a car show, we had the trade schools and grants, and the city of Phoenix was there, and all these different Chicano, all this stuff. And then boom, they were in there cutting hair.
yeah.
So it was a grind. It was a grind.
They hooked you
That
up.
come on.
It's still cut.
So there will be a future for more of those, and I'll bring that up. I appreciate
Yeah, man.
that offer.
Yeah, that's super dope, man. Cause like my kids, I got 100 kids. If y'all don't know, no, I'm just kidding. I do got 10 kids.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Close
Yeah.
enough.
I got 10 kids. I had 8 sons and my 2 babies and my 2 daughters. So, but my older sons, like I have sons that are, like 26, 24. Fuck that. The other ones, they're like 20. Well, fucking two. The 18-year-old and like the 17-year-old, the 16-year-old. Like you said, it's built different. Like the high school shit. Like my one son at 17. Yeah, he fucks with football and all that shit. But it's funny because I'm like, what the fuck you doing? The same shit I'm doing. Because like, oh yeah, me and my boys done recorded this stuff. I said, so what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm in my room doing video editing and we're doing this and that. I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, they don't know. I'm like, man, they'll be dope. So I tell him like, hey man, you need some microphones? So I buy microphones. Here, get that shit because that's super dope that you're just interested in just trying to get shit. And then there's like a lot of photographers out there trying to do like all that stuff, man, is super dope for like the kids and stuff. So for y'all to go out there and do that stuff.
Well, it sounds like you did something right because you're trying to be like that,
Yeah, man. That's dope. I appreciate that for sure.
100%. He's my youngest. He's 10. He was here earlier, but he's already videoing on his phone. He's making like animations. And he's like, Dad, you want to see my animation? I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel. And I'm like, I'm looking like, how did you even do it? I can't even do this. You know what I mean? And he just does it on his phone, bro. He does it on his phone. And I'm like, he built a cartoon. He has a guy pulling up to a jail. The guy breaks out. And like they live and it has a whole ending. And I'm like, he's like, can we go in the studio? Because I have a studio at the house. Can we go in the studio and I can record like a theme song? And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So like we were just in there. That was like last week, you know what I mean? So and he's 10. Awesome. He's 10.
Yeah,
so,
I love that.
So that's the switch of this new technology, right? Because in the future, not to get too much off of low riding, but AI is coming, and AI is going to be, when it comes to technology, music, when it comes to a lot of this stuff, bro, it's going to really take control, right? And then when that happens, we need this younger generation to come up to think of new ideas, so they're needed.
And it's true, bro, because like me, I'm a person that like I make flyers for events and shit. If y'all need flyers for your events, don't be going to these half-ass people. Go ahead and pay the couple dollars. No, but for real, like, then I do logos and shit like that. But then some people are like, hey, what do you think about this? And they send me a logo. I'm like, damn, that's dope as fuck. You did that? They're like, oh no, I just set it in the AI shit. And I'm like, gosh, damn, bro, that same shit. And I think you was telling me too, same shit. And I'll be really on some old school shit still. My shit dope, but my shit also. That's it.
It takes you some time, and now it takes them. Yeah, somebody just told me that,
I
man.
got
They're
the
like,
cheat
yeah,
code
just speak
for
in the
AI.
phone. It
Yeah.
makes a whole fire.
I got
Sorry
the
about
cheat code for AI. Don't trip. I'll tell you after the show. We ain't gonna do that on there.
that. It's not gonna happen.
I'll show you the cheat
But
code.
yeah, so
Intruders Arizona second annual.
Yep.
Picnic and barbecue party.
Yeah.
Barbecue picnic.
you gotta come out.
Starts at 11.
Yeah,
What time's it
starts
end?
11 to 6.
11 to 6. Rollins at 9 o'clock. You guys doing online registration or is it?
No, just
no,
first
no,
come, first serve.
First come, first serve.
Come
A
out,
lot of
car
parking.
clubs and solo riders, you know.
Fuck yeah.
You know, and whether you got a low rider, hot rod, you know, it doesn't
Joggers,
matter.
bikes.
No,
Hondas.
no.
Hey, there's a couple on that
So,
can't be
yeah,
paid.
but,
He said no, honey.
Actually,
No,
That's where I draw
I'm
the
sorry,
line.
I didn't even, actually there is, man. There's a one from
Centric.
Brown Creation. They have a
Really?
Oh, yeah.
the Nissan Sentra, man. Yeah,
The gray one, the silver one?
yeah, man. You
Yeah.
know what we're talking
I know
about?
exactly what you're
Yeah.
talking about. He's coming in. He was there last
And
year.
he be out here stunting on.
Yeah, he does.
Well,
But it's still not a Honda.
If Susana could come in with the convertible Volkswagen, we could let him in with us.
That's
Yeah,
I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing about David too is, you know, he's now kind of tied in with Lowrider Magazine, you know, because he reps with Brown Boy too, you know.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you
So
know,
I did a lot of
they've been
music, man. That's been a fun journey.
going to different,
Yeah.
you got to Texas,
We did huge. Yeah, we did Texas twice. We did the Long Beach. Thanks for bringing that up. We got on the 21st. We were going to Kansas, so Southwest Super Show. Those are fun, man. Those are super dope. So we got a lot of connections with Lowrider Magazine.
I think
Good
they got
bunch.
to hire.
Good bunch. Shouts out to Jose, man. What up?
You do the you just on the songs. You do like production and shit too.
I do the production, the mixing. I'll sing. I mean, Brown Boy does his own writing. Of course, he's a writer too. He's a phenomenal writer. But I do beats. I do whatever. You know what I mean? I pretty much do everything. So I'll sing. I'll do the hooks. I'll write anywhere from country to rap to.
Nah, fuck man. I gotta hear this guy saying.
I'll play some right now. Don't even. Hey,
Yeah,
I'll
shit,
fuck
no,
right
no,
here.
no,
I'll
no,
play
no,
what?
no.
All right, here. I'm gonna play.
No,
Just on purpose, I will
In my
play.
goddamn
I will play something.
You know, another thing I got to do is I got to give Jimmy Brunda a shout out. I don't know if you guys know Jimmy Brunda. He's actually from Mini Park. Jimmy Brunda, you remember Jimmy, right? Yeah. That's the guy who's not only responsible for the first lowrider magazine ever sold in Arizona at Fred's Market on 28th Avenue in Van Buren, but he's responsible for the first lowrider show in 1979, and he was working with Sonny, and I believe Johnny Lazoya was involved with that.
Johnny
and,
Lazoya.
and Johnny's
Johnny
another one that
Lazoya.
I respect a lot because man, he did 35 lowrider shows, you know. 30, you know, his show hit the 35th, even though there was a gap between. He still hit his 35th show, you know. That's you know, amazing.
That's crazy.
And he had, you know, and you remember the shows, 3-day show, you know.
Yeah. Well, you know what, man? I'd love to get into a deep dive with y'all, man, on some about the whole Intruders, about everything, man, especially
Yeah.
from
This
You-
is Carlos.
to you, even to you being involved, and then everybody else. You know, we gotta talk, man. After the show, you know, we definitely should do something, man.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing. What we want to do, we want to make sure that we are getting people knowledgeable about, you know, the car shows. I mean, not the car shows, the car clubs, and you know, like I said, that's timeless information.
Yeah.
Because we can talk about, you know, just say for instance, and I'm not downplaying the event, but we can talk about September 14th, but you know, people rewatch it and they're like, okay, September 14th, damn, I wish I could have been there.
Yeah.
But when we step aside and we just do Intruders Arizona, just about you guys, that right there in 30 years is still gonna be timeless. Like people are gonna still want to see that because man, it's that's history.
Yeah.
And I was
Sounds
super
like
dope when I was messaging you and you're like, man, you know, about the first car club and not hearing that you guys are, you know, talking some years before I was born. I was like,
He said,
yeah.
wait a minute. Wait a minute.
He was born in
Yeah.
2000,
Yep.
And
2000.
And getting back to that round table event, right, you had mentioned a couple times on the show tonight that that's something that I want to say thank you for letting us be a part of it or inviting us to be part of it, man. And I would be honored to be part of that, man.
Yeah.
At least be in the background.
Yeah.
You know, just listening to everybody and see what's going on, man.
In fact, what it is I've been talking. Well, he's been thinking about doing it for a long time, and I brought it up to him too. Martin Sanchez, and he's an old Spirit member also, you know.
Right.
So he's been wanting to do it also, and like I call him and I tell him, hey man, you know, unless we do this, the true history of lowriding, you know how the cops used to treat us. That from back then, you know, I think we paved the way, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I don't know if you ever got pulled over on Central, but they used to pull me out, handcuff me, sit me on the sidewalk,
I know that
and
feeling.
then tell me what I did. You know what I mean?
Dang.
And sometimes I went
Well,
to
you're
jail.
even now
Hey.
now that civil's going away, you know, pretty soon they're not gonna be able to nobody.
Right.
I mean, the way they get all tore up and make it in one lane.
Yeah, Central's done.
I can tell you what ain't going away. It's getting pulled over and put on the curb and handcuffed.
Oh
Yeah, South Plaza still kicks it every, once a month. I guess.
Yeah, they
you
still
know,
go
but-
over there, South
yeah,
Plaza.
South Plaza still bumping once a month, first Sundays.
He got arrested, but I'm sure he was.
Yeah, he was doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was doing
He was
something.
over there doing something. You ain't gonna tell me.
That was whatever he was doing wasn't even a law.
It wasn't even a law. I wasn't breaking the law.
Yeah, that ain't gonna make no
Yeah.
sense.
No, but yeah, I think it makes sense. I think the history needs to live before it dies, and I think a lot of us, since right now it's almost due to like the reels and everything, it's brought the culture back.
Right.
So the reels and social media has brought from music to, I mean, these old, from Kid Frost to Brown Boy to Baby Bashes to a lot of the OGs, Lighter Shade of Brown, they're making more money now than ever because of the reels.
Wait,
You
Lighter
know?
Shade of Brown was out doing some stuff.
Oh yeah, I was just at his house. I just
What
came
the
back from his
fuck?
house 2 weeks ago. I did his
I-
podcast. He has the Blockout podcast. I was at his house. We were over there. He invited me in. We did his podcast. It was dope. Just for me, it was super dope because like I used to like try to watch him on the box. If you guys remember.
Yeah,
I remember the box.
Yeah, like I used to
Yeah.
bump that song. So when I seen that, they were legends. Same thing with Kid Frost. When I did the San Antonio Super Show, I don't even think it was San Antonio. It was in Texas, but the Dallas Super Show, Frost was there, and I got to chop it up with him. So for me, that was the first Chicano song I ever heard was La Raza. You know what I mean? This was La Raza. So for me, talking to him, and I'm sitting there for like 2 hours, bro. He's just chopping it up. And it was cool, you know what I'm saying? But it's all coming back to and that's why when he talks about history and talking about it, when I say it needs to live before it dies, it's like it does need to be brought out. These people that are getting into it now, including myself, where it's becoming more part of my life today. Like we want to know this. We want to know the history. We have to. Who's going to tell it next?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
We need to know.
We need to. It's
We need
mandatory. And if it doesn't get out, he's already talked about legends who have passed and won't be able to tell their story.
Right.
So why would we pass that opportunity? You know what I mean?
You still got people out there like David Torres, the original Majestic member. You got Carlos. You got Billy Padilla. You got Frank's from Frank's Hydraulics. Been around since
He
the
just
70s.
got inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. You know, you got
Yeah,
Frank,
right.
you got Manuel Moreno, you got all these guys. You know, you got, and I want to do something before to where JR, he just passed away, and that's a big loss to Lowrider community because he was a big part of it. He was a Piscata Few member from day one,
Original, yeah.
And I still got pictures of him with this Piscata Few hat from like 1980.
Yeah.
So at our house on Christmas tour, he slept for about 2 days, got drunk. Check to see if he was breathing once in a while, and that's about it,
Dang,
But,
that's fun.
yeah.
That's fun. That's what
So, you got all these guys, and there's a lot more out there, There's a lot more clubs that we've even forgotten, you know what I mean? A big part of Lowrider community was Bubba. He had a 64 called Hoppin', and he had a little junkyard right there on 27th Avenue, 27th and Broadway. And recently he just came on missing. So if anybody ever hears anything about this, let the police know. But Bubba was a big part of it.
Old school, yeah.
Yeah, and I busted my frame on a Saturday night, on a Friday night, I busted my frame. Saturday, I took it to him. Saturday about 6 o'clock, and in the morning he's calling me to pick it up. You know, I didn't think he did it, and when I went over there, I actually was gonna stab him. You know what I mean? I was pissed.
The story
But-
turned.
But he got in, and I kind of told him, "Well, what's up? You know, so you're gonna change my frame, fix my shit. You know, you got inside, turn it on." And he goes, "There's your frame right there." Overnight, he changed my frame. You know.
Fuck.
So you know, there's a lot of stories out there that are gonna be gone. You know.
Yeah,
And,
sure.
You know, me myself personally, I would like people like David and all the youngsters. You know, we got crews and you got all these different car clubs, all these new car clubs that you know don't really know the history. You know, from what I understand is Arizona saved Lowrider magazine, and that's because of all the magazines they bought here. You know, they used to go to Fred's Market, and they started off with a couple of them, and they just kept adding racks. Remember that?
Fred's Market is that little store on the
I stole
on
on
the
the
northwest corner. It's
Yeah.
a liquor store now, right?
It's something else now,
Yeah.
candy stores.
Something. I used to, when I was a youngster man, and I used to collect the Lowrider magazine, the trucking magazines, and all that stuff. That's where I would go to buy it at, man. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
man.
old man Fred.
Right there across the street from Yellowfront.
That guy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You said yellow,
Hey,
bro.
man, I know,
Oh.
And
Oh,
I had posters of all the cars on my wall, man. I would take the pages out, man, and I would take them together. I would take them together and put them on the wall and stuff, man. So when you can't mention it as liquor store, man, I knew exactly what you're talking about. I would walk in right to the door, right onto the right side, man, to be the racks of magazines. Yeah, man, that's the shit that nobody knows. Youngsters nowadays don't know that shit. Yeah. Yo, 'cause you're
Hey,
a
well,
youngster.
fuck, if motherfucker, I ain't gonna keep it in my hand all goddamn nice. Where the fuck is Yellowfront at and where was it at? You said
Yellow-
Yeah, that was by Herman's.
Yeah, Yellowfront is kind of like the factory TV.
What?
Where?
On
They
27th
sold
Avenue.
everything. They
And,
sold fishing license, you know.
27th
Oh, that's on the
Avenue.
other side of the bridge.
Yeah.
Come on the other side of the
Malo
bridge.
said cruising Central 1975, dealing with the cops is one thing, but living on the west side trying to get home, you had to pass through all the gabachos, high riders, hot rods, orale the stories.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
That's the shit we need to hear.
Go ahead and post up their flyer. We're gonna let you. We're gonna get into. We're gonna bring your flyer.
Talking about Central. Central is actually the largest. I mean, the longest cruising spot in the United States. It went from Baseline, not including everybody that was up on South Mountains, all the way to Bethany with the hot riders. You know.
I think it's also.
And one thing I could do, I give Nancy Perry credit because she did bring the hot riders and lowrider community together. You know.
Yeah.
I was the first lowrider to ever show at a show, and she gave me an award. I had a couple hot riders got pissed off, and they said, "No, he shouldn't get none. He's got a lowrider." And she said, "No, I picked this car. If you don't like it, you can leave."
Right.
So I've been working with her a lot too, and you know, along with David. You know, David has to. And man, I give her a lot of credit because she does bring the lowriders, and when she has her shows, she shows them love. You know, even on the cruise on Central, she put all the lowriders up in front one year. She got a lot of complaints about that, but she said it's my show and we do what I want.
That's super dope, man.
So
Oh yeah. Shout out to Nancy Perry one time.
yeah. Another thing, you know, I don't know if you guys know about Carl Hayden, but that thing was in Lowrider magazine like 3 times. It was a Lowrider High School of Arizona.
Yeah.
You know, that thing.
Like that's a 93.
He was like, "Yeah, had that episode 5,
Fucking
magazine
fool,
3."
fucking
Yeah.
fool. That's
Carl
a
Hayden right
93,
here.
Yeah.
73.
That's 93, man.
Good. Do your thing.
I'm the 4th generation to go to college.
Yeah.
Dang.
I live down the street.
Oh yeah.
I grew up on 19th Avenue.
My uncle
North
goes
of the Phelps.
Yeah.
There it is.
North
We
of
got
the-
San Carlitos.
The
right there in the
Goldfields?
neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yep. Because Market was my spot, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Carlitos and Leroy right there.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. So Intruders Barbecue and Car Show, second annual joint, September 14th, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. First come, first serve parking. Show and Shine trophies. It is a free family event rolling at 9 a.m. Bring your grill and drink.
And drink.
Well, for us,
Not
for
just
us,
drink.
we're gonna be
but
buying
drink.
some stuff.
Grill.
We're gonna be eating off everybody else, bro.
It's straight up park fee, $7 per park.
Yep. So that is a big thing, and most people know about Estrella Park. They do charge. Some Maricopa County parks, not a city park, so they do charge a $7 entry fee. So make sure you have that. They take card or cash. It's quicker to do cash. You got it.
No.
They'll take that.
And then you guys got a couple of DJs, man. The 50-50 raffle, big prize raffles. That's what it says on the flyer. Yeah, but we got a little taste of what it was tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure did too.
Hey, man.
Hold on real quick. And just announced from Body of Clothing, we're gonna be putting out the 79 Monte Carlo Red Cat RC car van out there for the raffle.
Did it say hosted by Pig?
Now I can't get into the damn
Yep.
raffle.
Yep.
Oh, sir.
Pig. What up, my dog Henry?
Hosted by Pig of 7
cents.
cents.
7 cents promotion.
7 cents.
Yeah. We've been doing it for a long time.
Dang.
He doesn't even need a microphone or speakers. That's how loud. That's my dog. We already know.
Wow. Well, hey,
He
man,
hosts
I'm
everything.
gonna go ahead and check us up out of here. My name is Mike, man. It's been awesome to have you guys on.
Appreciate it.
Afterwards, in this talk, man, I really want to get into some deep dive, and I'll give you guys some information like the network joint. We try and build content on there, and we have a lot of content. And what's dope about it is we're able to build it from Arizona out. You know what I'm saying? So there we have a lot of viewers other places, but to have a streaming media platform that really focuses on like a lot of the car enthusiasts and all that stuff, man. Getting your guys' story out there would be super dope. I really appreciate you coming in, man. You starting the joint. You know what I'm saying? You out there riding the line, man. You got y'all been doing your shit. You know what I'm saying? My man for connecting the dots. You know what's up? azlowriderevents.com.
Yes, sir.
Man, check it out. I'm gonna tap out. I'm gonna let you guys say your last little couple EBGs.
Yeah. You know what I want to do? I want to give a shout out to Cesar Aguilar. He's a representative, state representative, and Laura, secretary. What they're trying to do, and I would like to get more solo riders and clubs involved in this, because what they want to do is they want to make a Arizona Low Rider Day here.
Official.
Yes, official. And what he's doing is he's going to Washington, and he wants to make a national Low Rider Day in honor of not only Arizona. You know, you got California, Vegas, all the way around through Texas, New Jersey, Kansas, Florida, Michigan. You know, this is nationwide. In fact, it's not even nationwide anymore. It's worldwide.
Man.
So yeah.
That's out
Oh,
there.
we
Shooters,
got that
Japan,
Shooters
Shooters.
Japan out there.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Ricky and all them, but I think more people got to get involved with your state representatives and you know, just the state period, you know, and let's make this happen, you know. Let's start getting recognized, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Let's change the stereotype, man.
Yeah.
You know, one event at a time, one
Yep.
show at a time.
There you go.
You know,
true.
let's change the stereotype.
There you
man.
go.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's do that, man. You know, everybody's been talking about it for years, man. But you know, like you said, somebody's got to finally do something, man. And
Yeah.
it looks like nowadays, it looks like we are on that path, and everything's gonna work out, man. Everything's
Yeah.
gonna work out.
And there's a lot of people in the House and the, you know, the both sections, you know, that are for this low rider movement, you know. So we just got to educate them, you know. They're trying to educate us, but we got to educate them on what's real and what's not. You know, the low rider movement, Low Rider magazine sold more magazines than any other magazine in the history of magazines, you know. So, you know, a shout out to Sonny for doing that, you know. But yeah, you know, and I want to give Carlos a big shout out, you know. You know, they're the ones responsible for bringing the intruders, the low rider community, you know. One of the first car clubs there is, you know, and you know, this is the guy right here, you know. So, you know, I shake his hand because there's a lot of respect there. You know, I respect this guy 100%, you know.
Right.
So, you know, and I respect all the other clubs out there, you know, there's Destiny, Sophisticated Few from back in the days that are still here. spirit, you know, Joe Montenegro, you know. So I respect a lot of, you know, everybody out there. So, you know, let's get together and let's do something for Arizona.
Yeah, let's make it. Yeah, it's good, man.
Fuck yeah. That's awesome, man.
Hey,
September 14th, 11 to 6, rolling at 9 o'clock, man.
So,
I know this is your first time here. Definitely not your last time. Y'all gotta come back.
Yeah.
For sure. Let's definitely, you know, it's hey man. Now that we met,
Yeah.
let's do the damn thing. So, you know, because honestly, it's really interesting, man. A lot of stuff, and it's cool that we have an old head right here that knows more.
he said yellow front.
Yeah.
That's like the
I didn't know
joke.
that
You know
was.
yellow front.
Born and raised in
I try to-
From Arizona.
I try to maintain my cool saying that.
What is
Born and raised in-
I like
You are a Phoenician, dog.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
yellow
You
front.
said
Everything.
like-
Come on, man.
and then you talk about the other side of the bridge. Like when I came out here reading Gold Game, I have no idea about the other side of that.
Right on the other side of the bridge, on the south side of the bridge, there was nothing but onion farms and everything like that. My uncles and my aunts used to work on those fields, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
They used to go
I
on
wonder,
big old
I ain't
rings-
that old,
big old-
man.
big old-
The
big
field.
By the
Big old
river,
big old
baby.
rings of rubber bands, man. We used to make rubber bands like that.
Yeah, all I know is
This is the deep dive we're talking about. We're gonna go into the
This is
hood.
Yeah.
He's
We're
just
going
about
to
to show
the
stuff.
stores, the hood, cruising
Get around
around.
thinking I know some shit.
I'll tell you what, on Van Buren, we used to swim. They had the canals. Went all the way down
Yeah.
Van Buren. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that too.
All the way to the Festival Drive-In. The acres and the Festival
That
Drive-In.
was the sun splash.
You swam that far?
We swam that whole
You didn't have to swim. You could float down that much.
Yeah. It wasn't big.
Wasn't no lazy river, wasn't no big.
Oh,
river.
like a canal, like the irrigation canal.
Yeah,
that was a
Oh,
lazy
man,
river.
y'all talk about canal like what?
They didn't even have two. They just
Down
had tires.
31st Avenue between
That makes sense.
Van Buren and the Roosevelt, there was a big canal there too, you know.
And it wasn't the water that's in this shit nowadays. This was crystal clear water.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is
that was
shit
a
where
real.
you-
All that shit
yeah,
came from the same
real.
river.
You remember
Nah, man.
Chicano Cove?
Yeah.
51st and all that?
Dang.
Hey, you would have all your lowriders lined up swimming, you know. It wasn't like now, you know. Don't get in my car, you're gonna get wet or sweat.
Don't get in my shit. Not even my lowrider. Don't get in my shit wet. Care if it's my lowrider or not.
Yeah.
All right, man. I think we're
Yeah,
gonna head out.
appreciate y'all,
We're gonna
man.
start heading out real quick. This is Agent Zero, man. I want to thank everybody. Real quick, shout out to everybody that joined us tonight, man. It was great hearing you guys' story. We're definitely going to hear more of your story. Because, like you said, man, it's got to be put down, man. It's got to be in writing. It's got to be in, videos.
These
It's got to be
documentaries.
it's got to be something, man, to where we keep this alive and keep the momentum alive, man. As you can tell, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really sentimental and emotional about this stuff, man, because I've been around this all my life, also, man.
Right.
I remember playing with Hot Wheels playing Hot Wheels in my yard, man, and making them hop, and and doing all that stuff, and telling my partner, man, my best friend, we grew up since we were 5 years old, man, and his dad used to have a 64 Impala in the backyard, broke down, no doors on it, shit, but we used to put crates in there playing on it, man. And oh man, we got the best lowriders and shit when we grow up. And now we're living our dreams, man. We might not have the best lowriders, but they're the best lowriders for us.
Oh, yeah.
But I want to say thank you guys, man, from the bottom of my heart, man, for everything, for bringing the culture back. For you coming back with the Tudors, man, and you setting the forefront for us, man. The groundwork, making it what it is today, man. And I respect you, and I love you for that, man, because this is our culture. I might only look white, but I'm actually brown, man. So,
There you go.
but anyways, this is Agent Zero, man. I'm checking out tonight. Yeah, Agent Zero checking out tonight, man. Thank you guys for joining us for another Wednesday night. Make sure you check us out Saturday, the 14th at Estrella Parkway, man, with the Intruders Picnic. We're gonna be out there. We're gonna be showing out, man, and interviewing people, talking to people, and stuff like that. So we're definitely gonna have a good time out there, man. And once again, I want to thank you guys for coming on, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
I ain't doing that shit that long. You know what you said, man. I ain't getting-
Yeah, we got-
I ain't got hell no, I ain't no one liners.
Go ahead and close it out, man.
Yeah, everybody don't
That's
say
what
about
I'm
it,
talking about.
but
That's what I'm talking about. Go for it, brother. Take us out of here, man. Say your thank you, shout out.
You know what? I want to thank you guys for inviting us out here and letting us show a little bit of stories here, and thank all of you guys. I thank Carlos and I thank David for coming out. David's a big part of the Intruders family now. And really been helping us out. Along with everybody in the club. And I'm sure all the clubs are like this, you know. So, you know, in reality, we're one big family with different names, you know.
Yeah. 100%. Not all families have the same last name.
That's right.
Am I right?
Hey, there's the one-liners you're talking
Am I
about.
right?
There's the one-liners you're talking about.
Hey, look, man.
Hey,
Hey, man, we up out of here. It's your boy Rizzy signing out. Intruders Car Club. If you don't know about them, they're the first.
Arizona's first.
Arizona's first.
And if you think otherwise, come holler at me. I got something to say to you. But anyway, man, wrap it up, boy. RIZZITY. We signing